sil marbek adrogoy akmal mereka sulit promo sa remote makartian ni akmal iliak kal program ra Kausischakl malular mo dela sil silen tial blaya bloin masawa toko ra ako ra balatics ma baby ra tokoy di lang mal mo del bukari tial group ra kada wase yang advisory body for gender-based violence, cell working group. Tara tokoil ngara sila bulwadal namo girel ko ramok takar girel mo aware kuk ngara ngari sila bulwadal manges ul sebe edel gidam tigra asentia mang mal ngul me ngul mesti tirga magata mo olong sa street di kada era bodo sis program rigid yakmal mo ngutel tial on tira Makka mo mua asmerel tial program rigid lobang lungu kada malamol Makka
Sulay Mr. Osole kuman sula aderbela man di ulit mo da tel ekla da lulu adam do sige malawang sulim adam ra klangal ramam malawang sulim ra kitlangum malawang sulim adam ra family malawang sulim osob aklem oni traga adam moleda sige no kul ngaraw do swam بس أنا إدام اللي مر غشتال كلوم على أصب أكل بس أنا إدام المو يوس أم دمان مشتري المقبول مشتري لو سبير غاو السبب لو جيم تاني يجي مصبلا إيمول كلام إدام السيجي دام الإيمول مختار غمام يجي ما دل تروح رجول أدر بلاو تري لنا كيميك مشتري الأبول ما نعال ما مكلو وتروح يجي كلام تري غاو ولي تلوسي السوم غني استعملوا لي سألمو رولي سأل الغلال الأبول المبيوت أجي مالو نيتر غاو بس أملو مكراي رغمام أجي رغول لغت للغمام دكتور وقت رغمام من مالو رغم سولم رغت كالسيلسي ودار سيغا رغول نقلدي تانيا الغيم يسوس وستقلام آمين
سولي مكة كده مو راب program برجيد مك مو يبيك تيان مايكل مسا سيلفيا مغورا مو تومتمي أرايل كده مو رغم ستريت تيركا مالغانيا غريد كده مو غير تير مكسي أدو رجل تيجي دي أنا دو مدوك مورمين سايجل وريور التيرا مغت موكلا سيلفيا كنتيال مايكل مسكاو مغا مغورا مكرولين وسي سبيدر program
Sego kamaran misalnya yung ongero tial program ulumu loya kanges ra ADB mang kataman merang asule la ADB ma implementing agency hospital Ministry of Health mang kamamil bangko ngiluk tial project logi wa tiagi del teletal social marketing agi mal yom ay sa tokon ngani rapulu in terms of services lengaringi ngani services ngarapulu agi maral mitra aldobe mang monise cloud energy del aldobe langara at the ground level the part tial advocacy ra gender based violence kada trial wasay do ngasad lay agi del omrul mati marama lang ala kadimlo no silence and violence yang ka umran wasay Kausischakl amra loyak tirgal adrawrior tiramutrawrior almay mal directly no dodur adrawlu man sabir el kay na confidence ma trust tirgal adrawrior kama madagim expert ray gay gid to gender based violence de within our context dagim dagal wasay ala kal other belal mo dodur other belaw inda kasel mo ni Kausischakl Butiagi dagi mo bang al concept del morabulu direct kal mora frontliners mang meron kal ngartiang loban tirgal terul advocate mak mo mistrate al mutabay mo syo kartir mutabam de adrabul wasenga ul mutangartiang elem part of Kausischakl man sana
todo mo ro ga makam kampora ma syo kay raw
este ungilita sil sen mo komira adarbela rogoy nga kan Clerk sumandang mo nga Clerk Makka Oimei nga orior sel blara garil tokobet sak asan dan morange justice review ak courtroom Clerk galingi tarawul kunge ka okay FPA Clerk gel gora waldo mo doni na si Family Protection Act Clerk okay sel gora manual reader lo ngal ungel tegi FPA Clerk assist ul nga sir tirgel victims tirgel adal ugaram kitab lagaladan may gagidal abuse morak lang aratir Akul nga sertir matmok lagel ba bilingir il morakaragari lolingita osoba aklo ngita gel protective orders. Sera 2012 babelawa ultabdis el Family Protection Act. Say kidam lomro bram kitab lagrada la selata lang oklo. Klo tutelel said the note was a family or household member. Say kidang asel sela الوالدي المقتي غنية هذه specific المرشيجي ذا الكاتيجوري a family or household member مولجوش تجد لا قلبي لما mandate رجعيد الagencies لو implementer تلوريور ما سلوك ملون اللي غورت عملوا لا form اللي موضوع لسن petitions for protective orders also مطمق لشتل process الموس الموسل أصبعك لشتل protection I say mang sige mang laway say magort ulto bada forms legal form aditada di amos pera adralla mal dis MD walk in mesagar mal ubangi del Clerk at trained di nga work specifically sige da task nga di del Clerk nga as la clerk's office at trained del SBL assister victims and rules sige del babili mang ay del forms di free di amos pera adralla direct implementing ya court after hours process Seluk process ra after hour masimra asimra la government and dindir ka ngani sa gidal after hours process el sumar ad os personal protection and el logyo sa gidal process tang may sa gidal korawal elak sa gidal korawal general overview so sa gidal after hours process sa ulto bidingel on call clerk which is ang so nga 24 hours on call clerk direct ko ulto bidi on call marshal so marshal ma Clerk makaluryor and bruce gidel matmo ko gidel process after hours so sige da sel general overview elang sel malmel ng Alexis kumaanda mirakor to basta uspe era TRO okay temporary restraining order
lang niya ko undi ko sila apply nga Clerk
why say so in any case as kumaanda mel was TRO say aflagar kamamel was mlanya abuse there must have been some kind of conflict talo bunguldi lang ang klila sila bla ul makalada marmang of course ang ani police and the police adira kadi matmo course already direct ang ani tagi tarara logi wa court masuma ada da katsuan mo to police sige da ko remedy safe okay ilang ang Alex elemeat number 1 ak mixula single petitioner follow self category okay sa ML kawa call petitioner victim yourself bulwa sira ugaregal abuse call petitioners emlam tera adang asalablim al minor bulwa sa ngani origil 18 call petitioners emlam tera ad incapacitated bulwa sa smerap tulul ngani sa arel kasi physically meragor tung homebound the bedridden ngar hospital tigay ida sa petitioner lom tera ad ringi so sige da first screen ringi ongerong Stella ultibdilo sa ngania elements of abuse ngania girel omosodel abuse kultukl physical ngidil tilmal al murabtingem okay sige the first and foremost ongerong emotional or psychological bulwa say tleta le gorga rabek kalsils ula raab le gorga rabek kalsils amla rulam lamadas emel kera dan aklem el nimok e budo sige the fall under so that's the psychological abuse ongede property damage so mangalad amo si barong urakaw malmalaklok-lem sa mamladong abelal wasing former abuse elas el physical ania for talantingil ang gumamal adara GBV advisory group promote okay tiagid agagid el for badingal abuse so there's physical psychological sexual, financial. Okay? Again, I recognize that GBV was saying, mugul ra sila dalang families, right? So, direct kang alera screen lo say, sel Oimei ang ngani atray gagi dal blam nat mautra kaw, blam uge ringi la ekor kaw. Dakal sa MLD mem da say, lo ko si parang orang kabi kamang Utok-tok orang agi olti karang ak. Ang girel nga ni leng maringal to kaya TRO. TRO remove people from their families, separate families. Al malas mo stover sel makita lagarad al ego klumotel al mga ruler tel familia. Mong bekal al biot to ko min girel mal ko makay established wasi mal nga ni abuse la ospa protection ni. Direct osisiuk screen ni asal relationship letella family or household member ngirel nga niya some kind of relationship para kaw manggil abuse ra kaw either akom mak or akom dilak either akom kir o si Sylvia or akom leker o si Sylvia malube ko maungal ko malube ko related by blood sir nga la consanguinity meaning lo say by blood okay gagidel skum kada wadra qablil you know I get to give مثل أمر the what analyze was saying wangarang cell relationship cell family relationship pelen malblag taklang ala singirel raso okay so يجي basically screen cell folder يجي روكوي سل وقتك يجي روكول boxes la say yes hanggang fall under FPA and then akut makli selba bilingel file ringi submit ringi murachacha okay machacha review ringi after a cell of this cell was an order ringi order for restraining order nga kang legal surber adel rogoy ngalingi interested titalur let's say wabulis VOCA of course mangalado tutaklo mangel adel lo tutaklo nga kang legal surber gigidal wabiyel moray gigidal mortir gigidal adma agencies involved titalur o sisultan disseminate information ada tu ang material at sum nga niya adralla at sum nga niya vocal kita mal communicate was si okay a victim ang ospa ada removing ng mamalaklokle ay kita details nga material adra ay officers ay agencies communicate malas no secretly was mga help ang victim those is your after hours is sum ak nga rabalo receive akol nga aleng nga kalmora courthouse open ringin mulegel form sa victim set ringin momreg e or olablom sa chat maldo susul process mo der das elet mulwase court close ra Friday almost Sunday minda kasbel no there's a after hours process to give them implementary for that purpose more purpose ra adal sa luguk weekend nga niya udigel malubong nga niya abuse as sila ng clear so sige da ko basic image ma case flow sell from start to finish el wall roller nga al say the process may gel guru la abela la recognize lo say abuse is wrong ma court that takes it very seriously dal beotel toy gal case ra domestic malulis lo barado toy meselme already kamam el clerks especially nga am la train del madingel wasi selme avengal ad operado makarasab e rulit tal beredel mo pakaklo yakmal throughout the years and I give la ngania different kakaros teletara rule give lam rule mo bio I gal forms na mama dim available ra court ma website ra court alta ngani la police ngani hospital so sa emel mabla police access sa forms emel mabla hospital access sa forms so hindi ka digital court ta hold o sa time I think it was 2 years ago or about a year ago Kiblom recognizes the people with disabilities at risk targets. Makort lalo lang another form الموضوع كارتيال petition الواسي مغوصل أومي غني يتقوبت سلوس باللم غني يتقوبت سلجيرة special need of yours سلجيرة make sure الواسي accommodate كذا مو mindful of so الأومي ngwila dingam ngwil osngem ngwila the swim ngwila mobility ragawa yegi degiblam Moses for the process to further assist victims. Amal di imol ngunit ringi mal betokol times sil gimura lomay si pagoreng sa wasi ay nga private matters. Okay, abuse in the home tiakuk tiging rablik tiakuk family nga makmared ringi. No, other belawa hindi ka normal ligidal abuse hindi ka normal abuse nga dalang aklit hindi ka syukang alikit. Abuse ra atrablit tangalget tangara makadamla mo madingel wasi makit ralla makit rigit ling bekal rogul ada amma sarendir abuse ra atrablit abuse ra ngaligir abuse ra darir madamri it's a matter of power and control masigi del rungum wasi nga swak qalbi iga lorur tel swak sukumandiak oy werti sukumandiak akol dawdudel sukumandiak ak mangalevdra ngaligel sukumandiak tomalaklukle That's abuse. It's not about the drugs, it's not about the alcohol. Yes, I get factor rulitel mo hidoy. This is maltel tel toy wasi nga ka controller raw brura swak. Masigi da dolas mel no mer kanina belu wasi it's not normal for a person to be abused in their own home. Ang aniya resources manges will available. Makmalungit na kami abuse am dami kami adala belu kami yam da mam edi nga mam e ngaram mamay siringi wasi maknit girela adang mimok lang rabut ang adang atlel maknit yang ralla maknit rakla adirgit as Palauans as humans bigit dirgit ngire dalom ay siringi stoberingi momoroberingi di wat aklolo nga material colleagues nga lo spirit del sample rawel del example Pwede mo magiging mo sis akal was awel sa alif, right? Marangal ko altama madangin as tinda ka dolman lawel lang sa alif. Wala ko mag-start na magiging say domestic violence is wrong, abuse is wrong, power and control is wrong. Isa loral meron nga ligitan ng maklo at tamla mo magiging wasi, ay mo recognize wasi. Ay ka nga matnid, ay umay siringi, ol nga sir sa aliri, ol nga sir other liri. Habi mo so stress rin niya wasi. This petition and this process mal afforded to all victims regardless sal radil gegre klo, okay? Abuse da discriminate ra age raw ma gender raw ma your skin color those is you mar adaro and the alla amil gatmok mandim le concentrate ra family ma household member man da kasbel defender raw da kasel tonari raw da kasel other ready awul mga niya la police luguk address those problems or those issues ang malire la adrablul magdang la difference menda kadim to de emasay ongal ada so al evictor nga katalik halik por akort ka platiaro nundia kalen como esta temiu and then mo sibarang miura system manggire dal mo understand dal wasay tal system ng warang ang makalal nga suka awul maging artyang amalas will make everybody understand dal wasay the resources are there, the help is there, it's just a matter of you picking up the phone and calling or ask what services are available to me. And then waranga 24 hours. I'm on call 24 hours. Man sibel oto badang waranga kom momadang lilwasing tiagide. And then if you just elam la moria VOCA office, sel office ra VOCA and 775 talk. I'll just to hear whatever so miul masala bol nga niya ng lilaw da filmiu marang miu and si ul ko lagi gite ukti mga adu ti wai silwasi ngarabar radio ending nga I can also listen and ordering silwasi nga rayel issues ra kami and then I say loral was okay dada kasi login tiang ko dal amor police wala mo VOCA I can also do that I can assist you with that information. Makmadolip tarigida sa voltarmudoro guy eda daw ay sa tagida klum impulsel mogegre abuse la balwat naman makasay hindi del paigagi dire kakatka kay nga sa guy okay
on saule Makka igel number important number sel VOCA talk ma adiregal dengwara Makka di mo ngatial screen mo di mo message mang sa mo usra mati paman saule Makka ko ramlam skitsel ngora synopsis sertial Family Protection Act amla outline igel amok tegerngi Migrant Services anges wal sebalin mora adult tira kira dong okul ngania oi se gidel lul digel ralse akmo aklabay lamutu muskawi Sylvia di akmle kudulu spera to ko ngal ngale be kat to ko marigel maybe sel dulu motor bela asel bukuram katak be to ko mar adro mesel yang sel tiap programa gender based okay kami mo kwati bil kwati mo smoothie shake gitu mong aku ko ra ra ngir bos ilmu understand
mong kato spera to ko gender
paise
leng at gender globally
paise
hindi sal so dal mo detail bulwata mal bukuram mal blatak la gender the as part of the United Nations kita other below yaw na mo uspe ay kalter man ongero ma gender amorangi til af no matter what orientation ngi mangi din ngara rakla derjin ge follow gender mang aula ra abal morangi til af no matter what religion gender and sex ngakle atto mali tegi de la gender based violence mang segi da sada bolo tongale abulu wase gender based violence direct kalni dilul arab legal blood sada Makka mai gagi del ngai legal procedure gi physical mentally mal tigna mal global goal o oileng kadi a physical otherwise legal mental mal ngun del dal se mel mesa mang aktirak kal mga leerar service providers wa se bodo kargikla sel me ada longot atu ergi del nga issue edo nga or ore del mo bodo ngarai galor ore la to kara ubura af pai bodo empathize with them le segi tang amo sabe mel makare ol sera at instead ra at this escalate the situation ko bai traumatize terrorito mo bodo ba segi del teletal ya ulak mo do dul wai sei ko ba kadamal kal tanga telo do ba survivor gi egi da musuba to lo ya ka experiencer hindi ka nga tiyang lo mas asko lal da planning ma aswo lal di silu ay ka klangar up al bebi ratay me silu bada kal context gi da other belo mal awan ay makpay ngutay gi da al nung sangkal kadangal tanga Stella nga tiyang malbol sodi altang dia teme del mura mal detail Stella makadi ay seleng tila osis akal marngi egi da look forward to the next episode.
Stella before ko kau mal important tial point tial sa kanto agad msuwe makta mal tial ala Makka maksilobi len katabaran sa tial to era aigel foral ipatangela violence ikadalo siya ato ulbiga ma ada tumela ko kala ada ma kora di sel wal kora molda katero gi rosi kal atas wal katro
Exactly.
so wal kora mala katero gi mang melak na subi ok sitya amaral wai sige nga ka oil iga kasi on ge ilbadi sige da abuse mga nang din amaral sel do katero sen kala ala un ka aswal katro mga komsaul siya Stella kung muskaw
Malungin lita silsel mergi de campus ma Makka ma Sylvia nga kang Clerk Stella Fixico I'm a survivor since I was 6 years old ang ako kugi mariki kay al sils nga ka mle decide mo team malmere nga sula la Sylvia because nga katilo para blur bela at 26 argik esera beksis para blur belaw when I came back home I was 46 so that means akne away for 20 years nga kadim lang ko dek mas I knew that I was a victim but because at the young age I grew up with a family that had a lot of violence at home. My mom and my dad, ay kalbayalan sa takalbalgula say toy wartaw. But if you're there to see the actual cause, you're a victim. Ling to me, ako marangal mo say kita other belawa ang alit taling when it comes to our own costumes, we don't want our own life story to come out. Di nga kangat diangal jakusa tangi nga I'm just sharing my own life experience all these years. Ele nga kam narablo ram rigel nga katay marang ligay narablo ram rigel maral ni awar maklangar nga en tablol alabi lablok si sabra alsel I physically, mentally, emotionally and verbally abused. Since aktilor dalang okol dim lakaw sis akl almera nga kara paltika reng malubang ngora sel ngal ka ospe erngi lenga kamal dim na siksargi ka makamadal ka modakal peil so I was aktilor dalang dalang okla kambes so nga ka ulmak may decide almeya sawakal help para victim people because of what I went through ngarnyar victim out there they're locked up in their own bubbles. Yung nga kambes one time in my life I became a suicidal so I understand ul magida mo malarak lang argit gidel mo alungarak malo braud dia katotang niya wase kadomorger lengarngi seludo se dela se akmarurol mo nge bolo denget isa kar ano kita other belawa ngarngi sel tendency rigidel instead ngoswira ada kadabul ol kora ngarngigel kora omongolulaw. Sige rula victim shutdown. Maserak mirbela 20 years later, hindi mo ko tang lakol sa nga kalasik what I wanted to be. I was lost. Mloro rani ako. I didn't graduate from high school. Di na 17 narigi got victimized. And we'll talk about that later. And then in the state maldim le nga kalmingi sumu kara adara nga kamarngaligek my life at plar alsel malmne maringala makmlotru raptok waldil blel nga kal losi ka help dim la ka adal lekmle merur matak. I was ashamed of what happened to me growing up. And my kids were like a strength for me because I didn't want my kids to fall into the same footstep that I was in. And I raised my kids on my own. Mentally, mentally, kotel maringaling away nga kal victim masabi kal mura public say I'm okay, so ada omis nga kalor urigang, but in reality, inside of me, almangal. Outside nga, I pretend. And I've been doing it all these years, dili look. But now, I'm fighting for all the victims. And I want all the victims to know that they are not alone. If I made it through my life and I am still here and I'm alive, all the victims are able to do it. Hindi ka tokor ablul ata di maringel. Hindi sabi edel di wali sel bump. But it will take times, don't get me wrong. It will take times. Hindi kambes ang nakakot batikan mo kora balwak. Kotel masterir ngalgel belaw maralimis sem lamor oroid. Tendency ala kata the start that tigi dulurior kata maral maybe 10 years from now balwa da ngalgel tikagi del tom korolo til sa set ngalgel belal mo musungel para balwa tra club say aramida. I'm here. I'm proud because I'm sharing my life experience. If you're looking at me, whoever you are out there, nga Uncle Stella, and I am here for you. And to be honest with you, I was not educated. I started 1999. Doing my GED. And it took me that many years. 2012, nga kanilo diploma nga GED. And I had 5 kids to raise. So every morning, when it's cold, I don't go to school. So when the weather is good, I'm pushing a stroller, carrying, and then I go to school. When I got my GED in May 29, 2012, and still, I was not proud of myself. Don't get me wrong. I was not proud. Nobody told me that I was worth it. None of my family did. My family was calling me many names. And Serak Merbela, 20 years later, November 14, 2019. Sige, akmal dimleng start ako with so akmil SS. And then, akmlorer ani ako plaza as a cashier at gas station, mal search for something na siya nga rasab ekal moruli. What is my purpose? I'm here. First was my mom. Second of all, I wanted to do something for the community. And so, while I'm working, kids are coming in and going out. And I'm looking at them, and that's when it hits me, I say, I don't need to feel sorry for myself. ay gaigi del lokong kanti larungok emlel ngale elit atu larungok because I was victimized. Abay akpay miltok la say I'm gonna use it for others. Msegi nga kami start ra PCC ra 2020. My major was CPH, Community Public Health, and I graduated May 12 at 2023 with a degree of AS ra Community Public Health. So now I'm malmere nga sula la rubak kaldios ling I am still here. If it wasn't for him, I'm not in this world to help others. But because of him, ngartang malswa kalol nga seol. Ra community gira la diakadimluk violence.
Stella, kamal masawag tilang program share ngilo bangkit, my viewers at your program. What you have shared, what you have documented is a profile of courage. Adal sebel ngusel bel drurungi rak pengaruhi rak mal kamang tertai. As you have said, and jakal betul mul metjang share ni. Dia kan sebel do spera pelabagat tiap program begitu lah. So is sebel morai ger rohu ilkawa. Yak badangel wasiar apa dire la. Sorry lemu tel mo badangel.
I say.
Adi kira kalau korang say, beside the tiap itu program belakang ni lah. Latal mood lagi itu sharing erga mood sharing ira aku pebir apa show.
This is community gimli outreach ramal kayo. And I shared a little bit of it, not the whole thing. But this is my first time in the air.
Okay. Kung sa uling ako din ako ger selling ako say tial al amre lang. Badangel was mo inspire betul kol adal. They are out there going through the same situation, experiencing the same situation kawa went through. Kami termulia like bloodshed Stella. I mean in relation to your work, aku di Palau, Marsal Palau, marbek adal tiram na experience like the form of abuse.
Sel dongor nga ay gay story. Ay gay daw spell si Sakla. Leng tiraga nga mga tadura experience nga niya at nga lanse. Hindi ka to kay pebelar tiang malu to kar onda swad Silubak mungger me dola sa malsier. Kadamal mga to directly from experience mga hangar tiang emla suba tol wase. I know lo sa kadamara school Oimei hindi ka timel wase. Tila asab amal to abadaringi. Ngaram kam lama mo protem lam ko sakle da kan to abadaringi. Yeah. Kom matalal maalab da matalal bakal tirga gina away sa yun say mal mering to ya kan bes. Makmalom brang at tirga ten tirga git. Makmalom git la say alsum ka direct ka service provider. Please emra ka singang. Ebo monda sula say urere mamo geared toward this kind of stuff like. Hindi kasi ada dola ba silu berke lola me apply adle. Tira sa halam sil. Kato ka dio me tabota get tira mo. O makmal brang asulum Stella like tokol kudongalil wasay tiay kita inspire us empower us at the minimum to pick up the phone.
It's not an easy story to hear. It's
Easy.
emotional. I mean, it'll break you down.
Exactly.
It does break you down.
I see.
I see.
Oo nga kamal, awul makmal malungora Sylvia singire de Dio Bastela Lomais because you know she's coming from the eyes of a survivor herself. Kaya nga ako tinimiling nga reconcile myself sa kotel mo victims and me. All mas stigma ri all other belas say although kamlam mo nga maka teo temlam ka sakle then mo you know then and then I had to go through training. So through a training for about 2 years and I understand the say I've read Mr. Osola 7 times deal or sa 12 there's a relationship pel mode. The seven times. The 7th time is the break or make. So either sila or or sel Oimei, that's it. Dakal sab dakal dirakatal umara alsel judge rar adal wasi as if kamadingi len angel victim mangal alsela cage ngal alsela aplila kalapus within her mind or his mind, okay. So it took me a while it took me a while mo empathize mo mo understand what was saying galat sila may already marur.
Yep.
Already ashamed of herself, ashamed of what she went through, already ngoverout. Masala may ang dakalo spera adang harselo she's aklerin malubong makolom siringi. O spera adang harsay to hold her hand or his hand and was say it's okay, you're okay. You know, we're here to help you out, we're here to assist you. We're here to let you know that you're worth it, you know, you are valuable. Men dakal mal stegid adar vela mal kada mal di bere edel chat, so mal bere edel. As if madingi awul mo ko powerful atel testimony na Stella. Then 20 years, can you imagine your life in that situation for 20 years? Ang malbeo 3 lang ali was 20 years. I've been through it 20 years. Manggukti time, tulod ang gukti time within that. Hindi sell every day within that 20 years. That's something that you can never ever imagine unless you're not so used to it. Awul manggot the close to Trela. As the sumo message from their eyes, instead I was say, instead of the dongular at I was saying, gang situational she's say, especially the alga marma water. Did I give a malulisil fragile, I say, victimization or did it. Powerful like Manalo Sulele. Not everybody can have the same courage as her metobel low ice story nila. Kita ano bela ko to private. Ko to proud. Mo to mering rigida ask for help reach out. Akmal madinga sa maldi ka Kloulubak wada dir ko Marte dir ko suffer. Mawul mang mal klo to tele. Akmal lungi rigida other belaw. Makadum obas sa gido los ngala Stella was instead ram de ngul and then judge someone just put yourself in their shoes, right? And through their eyes, and then and you can actually help someone save their life.
Hindi ako timawan sulang akmadang set to kan adal mo orong sitya. Asorin mo contact kami maybe for further information. Igel dang war kami adang war tiragal tialurior adal nga tialurior amo tial screen. Mo sa ami umay mo sa rababier hindi mo kami mo sel temi member ko kolol mo ding akmadangal waseng Makka lo through ragel listra aiga akor aki iswa lo gero wasi ulugum ngaringia adal okay kami kadi
scenario
ada of course ang casual goal Ding madak kelas yang kalau tadi kalau betul tak masak. How would you handle that?
A victim ako, ding madak retaliation.
Oh, alam mo kasi, kalila kal enough galit ko kalila kam mesa sa igi yang kalak mo makitak siya rin mapupok teman lurin.
Right. Yes, gimal mangaliti lang un number 1 na priority ka mama safety para at victim sa Nganyas to kubet sa room ng record, tulkub titril mo our victims sa interviewers din. Aul masila may our marshals they're informed. Aul our bullies sa informed. All the steps are there to ensure safety ng galat. Ending kung direct ospe cooperation from the victim himself or herself. You know, most of it makal masabaklan. Arogut tel process, arogut tel process ensure safety ng victim. Even confidentiality matters. Mong agikanten, rogul toy is set up to protect not only this person's body but also isel all the swell, security measures. We take all the steps.
Victim and what and why
why selling? That's the only mode of communication is reporting and then you start the tell process. Not only through calls. I got petitions on the website report. Also, you can hospital mandated as kuma so they suspect some kind of playing irregular bullies. Also with the same education. So yeah. The network and work is there. It should be even magim la o operation o Marta victim. So that's something that we've done. We all the steps are in place. Elang la mo over la mo to resources, mo to agencies that want to help. So all the more safer this person should be.
So self-family protection act kami ko na mention na siya mula 10 years ago, 2012.
2012. Oh.
Ito ka other report. I mean, physical, sexual, psychological, financial. Mga ka hospital set ay okay. Other goal lo hospital ang siya utang ito.
So as of now, I think I'm gonna reach 50 cases. Ali sel gusala cases actim sa tigal di walk in, not through the police. Tigal di walk in and lost at the RO. As of now, we've reached roughly about 50 cases. Hindi gal walk mo our police. Ali tablol batingin. So there's the FPA citation. Masel mar police ng ikaw tumaskat ticket. FPA, right? Ang aning walk in, di apply a petition to 40 RO. So tablol batingin.
I see.
Hindi talaga gid walk in mo Mr. Kamamra Clerk is about roughly about 50 cases now. A trend rin it's up and down. Agil kora during the holiday seasons, right? Agil all expect rin an increase. Ending quite fluctuate nung marba medyo sir ko to start and start at 2014 nagimil sang akmal mari the rise in the numbers like not necessarily include abuse hindi na adam lo aware of what say tiamukul mang lo start reporting and we see it all throughout the years was saying this is numbers and the success rate at TRO I can say confidently it's about 95% the success rate I see.
Stella, pati lo siya kami graduate rin agra.
Yeah.
Myla Kausischakl rin.
Volunteer at Palau Red Cross.
Palau Red Cross. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Mula sa dia kalau bring I mean dia kalau bring dia kalau ay ka kalau bring to ko ding sel pora kadiluwa say sira gigil meklo yung kora ka ado official self worth ka.
Yes.
El al time ng wangarang el kora ka tehimar ngal game ang naw maklo. Alin 12 years el mol alak rat si idir kal mol mo. Emro skip pal mol last year ko company miska sel malo company sel mera viewers say gidel el al time el sel ako am level kal wasi akmo elementary emol mga si idir ka we lang wa college degree ka.
Yeah. Actually, when my dad was in a deathbed, we're 5 siblings.
I see.
When my dad, my dad didn't call us kids asal, but when the first time when my oldest brother received a call from my dad, and they started from the oldest, Teddy Miran Mil.
I see.
We were not raised by my dad, so kamamaulok breed. 5 siblings, agilok breed, himlokobi. Yang nga kamlorior, kelo banggeladalak, rbelaw. Nga ka dimla ka childhood nga. Growing up by talaka mal nemsisi ilmalimarom. So basically, instead of my mom taking care of me, it was the other way around. I took care of my mom. But never one time in my life I was ashamed of my mom, or never a time in my life that I argue with my mom. Adalong ok kapla alsel ako temli abul dalong ok, so I know that. Hindi nga ka tara ngal I don't know, I cannot express it, but aktara adal sukuma adamal ko kanti ka ma teravek, all I do is smile, but inside of me is crying for help. And so sige da kung receive ra ngakadim plan na ma school. I plan to raise my kids. And I was married, first marriage I was married for 12 years. Second 15 years. And then, sige dara, nga kolera dama kada. The first thing I asked my dad was, Papa kasmeer, yata makasi, rungal kan diak. So I said, the only say I haven't hear from you all these years, and now you're calling. Kita adar belaw ang arngisel, away nga kal survivor plool. I know how to read people's body language, and it's the thing that a victim has. Let's say, for example, a Sylvia victim, direct victim, meron nga kayong mga adu ulkora, I can sense that. I can sense, say, hanggang ako olaba to lolda alak. So I know that. Yata mga da, tingin lang naman kalmira nga ka, timla imo la mga na silungal kak mga adu ura rest at tamal di umandar nga kak mga na say. Daka mo laar ka mamling lakal dim la ka mo mkoror ka mam. When it was my turn, nga kadili luge dili reng say gero kul tingin lang naman. Yata mga last tingin lang naman kalmira nga. I was in a nursing school. Before my dad died, I had 3 days of clinicals. Tama kamla tarbela 28, September 28, 2006. Yam rigeling September 27, which is my daughter's birthday. Ing mosmi ara tama. Yadam last tingin na tama ka si rungal. Kau yadi imon nga ligiyak. Ebil kungut odu orangi ka. Karameng sa tiking yak. Yata makakot na neswala school, neswala kim to batara school rogoy, but because of our situation and the life that we were in, it didn't work. Sel neswala tamak. Mandilo nga na say, no matter what you do, rungal kum lamal miya school. So out of 5 siblings, Klow, koto Klow saal, manggil koto Klow radil. Ati tilo batara high school, they went on with their life. Manggil sister nga kalmlav, mga kadim lagi to tra school, hindi sister nga kalimlat, ang ilat si idir ngi. Nga kang ilat si idir nga, kirkot tilgi karir ka ma'am, tilo tra high school, mali tilo de mobile. Nga, mal lilyara ng ko na say, this is what my dad wanted. Ul man sabi kal ngartiyang share my life story. Don't get me wrong, it's really hard, and I am trying my very best because I know you guys out there that are victim as like me, I know what you guys are thinking. But do not think or say you are not worth it. You are worth it, and you are loved, and you are special. You came into this world dengan opportunity raw. You are unique. But because we are a victim, we do not know that, and we do not see that in ourselves. And so, masarak merbela wiyak. Dim na ko dik musik mo may chor. Ang rang yang sige dal time nga kangara tele jangan ang klil nga bitara prevention unit. My colleagues were always telling me, Stella ba mola CPH, Stella ba, so they were kind of pushing me. Iya nga kaulisem le fear kot ni madak tel ma school because I didn't know I was smart. I didn't know as nga ka sabi akal masub. So it was hard, but I did it, and if I did, so is you. Hindi akabalgula sa kasal kardil. We're all sa almardila can be victims. Yeah.
Tiya kita orang aktiyo kira igal kere. So Makka koram no amno masangadar sel wal kora wase ya agel daksen chacha adar achet tiya wase ngaram gamla amno ulbata jakatim to de igal siya igidel mental prisoner, mental cage. Hindi mo na si Tiyan sa ulo kaya ngi kam siyam ka di smoothie ako ra sel ko ra al sel siya igidel. Amin ko kadi tatsi mo ka mo ngi wasi.
Elaway nga kal
Like sarili man di malmol man.
Oy siya igidel min tiyang wala al sel.
Elaway nga kal ngar al sel. Nga ka six sarigi wat sige tigul ko nga six sarigi ka tama kamatala ka mo dakalta. Wal black craze lo bangke lakwan mother. Atala kalma sa maybe he saw something in me that I klisiel. When you're a kid, you want to be a kid. But adala kal masama dil baka kal ngasyo kang. So I really didn't, I didn't even know myself. Serabok peil. Nga katem la matiot. I hear all the things, negative things. Di nga ka, as a victim, taabular nga ligiyak. Lenga kaldim le siksarigi katama kamat emlot ya katama kamadalak.
Hindi ako sige dan mga ligiyak.
Yeah. And then, what an amazing kids I have. They taught me something. Takmo nga na siya, Mom, you deserve happiness. Al sugumam la moda kal siya mga tiyal. Lalabiil, we're okay. Baisel omla kam happy, kamam dagim happy. Nakatim na ko dang lisay, tabay rang aligek, ulot tirangak. At the same time, I'm really open with my kids. Ding, no matter how much you open with them, they shall turn 18, they can kung makry tir, they shall turn 18 and sabariral. Yeah. Mang gotel maring la mental. Lenga ka mentally I was in this I was in a box for many years, my own box. Nga ka di marar arsel tigi del box, di nga kaltang matengay. But when I'm in the box, I am the happiest person in the world because all I do is laugh and jokes. But behind closed doors, I'm crying and I need help. But I was ashamed to ask for help because I thought that if I do ask for help, like Makka said, whenever it happens to me, I say it was my fault. When I was victimized, that's all I knew. It was my fault. So growing up, I thought everything was my fault. Little did I know it wasn't. I was just a child.
Wow. Kami amral misulang maldi madera ya adi albungen kalau semua program lagi. Amblo oil sel ikal program ra Kausischakl. Say gidel ko agil sa selbo agil mo ko say lightning round. Meaning mas kawa ngara 2.5 minutes. Saya mau spare set mo igal so mo mo.
Lightning round.
Merah ke selbo merah kan man masuk viewers lagi dia semua program lagi. Apai kita pa yung urtiya ka lesson sa ko ram intro ka mo sa mo ka Makka mora Stella mora Sylvia mo closer ni. Awlale merlo.
Okay, wan sulang Mr. Ostolim da akmal da wang sulo other Palau. To take time and look oreng se malorito say this needs to become a community problem. And the algirel private problem. And the alngana kidal other Palau mandiman mo basay. Kidal other Palau got the focus sa family. Stella other git. Mas sugo banda sa other protectors sa family rigit. Yarang algida oprit, mar dalat oprit, mar damat oprit. Hindi kasi LD ka ma'am. Gire dal gida ro uy le kami mga rabaluwa tinga ma'am. Sulam dama mengram. Lom ay seringi o reng seringi o mes seringi. At sugo banda ka mo involved, that's fine. I respect the privacy lang. But just pick up the phone and call. You know, you don't know what say you may be saving that life. You know, if you call the police, it was like abem check la to na ringa itriga hora akakuha tinga riangal nga at sila. Like, you know, just do your part as a citizen, as a community member, and then leave the rest and more system orior ni gire dalong se or ni tugupet sar bulis ni gire dalong se tir mga mamal adray gay kita lalad ni gire dal kay se ro gul kut maklabal watan bungin sa bakra ng aligid matal arol lal may makti more se gide malorang suli ro kuy.
Thank you Makka. Lakma ulol mas ka Stella.
Dila ka man masali kasuli nga ka I just wanted to say to the community, say, whoever you are, whatever you are not alone. And don't be ashamed of yourself. You are loved. in many ways. And there's hope. Don't stop hoping for a better things. Coming from an experience that I've been through in my life, I can tell you that you can survive this. You can survive. It doesn't matter. Look, I have 5 kids and I survived it, even though I was close to commit a suicide. You know, when I committed a suicide, I was locked up into those mental institutions in the state. You know, and before I didn't know that when you're in that state and you're telling yourself, this is the most question that you ask yourself. That was me. That's me. You know, I blame myself, I'm ashamed. But let me tell you, don't use those as a weaknesses. Use it as a strength for you and your children, like I did. And we'll meet again soon.
I'm sorry, Stella, Sylvia.
Hindi marang saul la tiagid te alle maral di mo la batigil tiga say them speak out la dim look and sabi mel was wirak lang arakaw matara at ng arbitar kaw a services ang aringi mel dim look anges so ang aringi yak malon ito sa mam ko to kay number will display ongero al ko lang nya ko ram te tuak lan ngil ko ra kal hit sel gilen bro mo kol may kolra bangko kolor ka mam lagi mal medel mal maray galol sa alin ito kat maklas system er gidal mongil ko mal misulang
kamiwa mal masaw tere mal suwa ka kadal mutal amo besa tal dele de seder kadal mutal me o oilen gukko adim netru ka time na ngali next program lo giules tiang di malol git mbot seder mbot ko segi dal next program so la tiang yagi dan important el demwa mal mo mulu usir tiang screen mung so mi umayan mu usra babier mal ko malo ala demwa ka phone bugo ko mira demwa e mar ko share el moral bekla adal makata mereka tiang ais tirgadi mal di mimo ada dia olta de muarti de mimo kolwasi ang arngi yang mi ul mer kamam makmal di mereka suli tiang program de mereka suli ul proses makartial niya ilek program ra Kausischakl gimal di motma gimal di mereka suliw may iga nga ma-connect sel Kausischakl special dulu kel ketu may iga